You're right, YouTube. Big Mike, without further ado, retro. It's good to be back, and welcome back to my second part of the Big Spectrum Plus 3 pickups video. Cheers. So this video is a bit of a, I think basically the Plus 3 used to belong to possibly someone within the industry, as a lot of the discs that it came with looked like pre-production discs. So it had a lot of like Manchester United, different copies. Some would say pre-production copy or master copy for the client, which was client was Chrysalis. I don't know if you'd be interested in me showing those discs, but I've got them, so I might do a video on those because some are quite interesting. So I'll probably give them a clean up and we'll see what they're about. So, but I got the Spectrum reconditioned by Russ's other half, Mrs. Bear. Which she's done a fantastic job. I'll also be doing a video on the Spectrum and the mods that she's done. But here's the big amount of games that this machine came with. This is the second part. The original part was the first video. So without further ado, let's get on with it. Cheers. So we'll start off with the sort of not so good stuff, and then we'll work our way up to the piece de resistance. So the first couple of compilations that were in there are the Amstrad compilation, which is a Spectrum Plus 3 compilation, as you can see. It has Maelstrom, Nomad, Gift from the Gods, Super Test 1 and 2, and Cosmic Wartoad. I believe that this may have came in some sort of Spectrum pack. As you can see there, nothing sort of fancy about these. I've got several of these, so some of these will be going up for sale. You see disc is there. It's quite a common one. So if I'm lucky, I might get a tenner postage for some of these. And obviously I'll keep one for my collection and get rid of the rest. And then again, the same compilation again. Like I said, I don't know if this guy might have had something to do with making this. I don't know why there's two of these in here. I think there's... these are the only compilations that there's two. Only games that there are two of. So that's those ones. Next one is a bit more desirable, which is Live Ammo. Again, I do have this in my collection already. So I will be selling one on and keeping one. This has The Great Escape, Top Gun, Green Beret, Rambo, First Blood Part 2, apparently, and Army Moves. I think the only two games... Rambo might be okay. Green Beret was pretty good. Great Escape was alright for isometric. And Army Moves I remember being pretty cool. So, you know, it's quite a nice condition, this one. Oh, there's two discs in here. I think, actually, two discs in here as the label flies off. Yeah, a lot of the sort of ocean games, the gluers give up the ghost. So, there's two... It says Green Beret, Top Gun, Rambo, Army. Yeah, so again, there's two. Although there's only one box, we have two of the same discs. This one, the labels give up the ghost. This one looks a bit more secure. Both the same discs. So I don't know if this guy had anything to do with these producing these maybe as well. But and you've got the instructions in there as well. This might be a little bit better condition than mine, so I might keep this one. I'll have to look. I've got to go through it all. I'm going through all at the moment, and the amount I've got is phenomenal. It's crazy. Next one is a great little compilation. This We Are the Champions, and this features Super Sprint, IK Plus, Renegade, Rampage, and Barbarian. So some really cool games there. Yeah, I really like Renegade's fantastic. Rampage is a great game. Barbarian's good. IK Plus is okay, but obviously you just play that on the Amiga, don't you? And I don't know much about Super Sprint, so I've... in fact, I think I might have a version of Super Sprint on the Amiga. A modern game made in 2022, so... Yeah, I've got this already again. Manual's a little bit faded. Disc's a little bit grotty. But we'll give them all a good clean up, and then we'll we'll test it and everything, and then we'll keep the best one. I think my one's actually in quite nice condition. So yeah, again, it does have a Spectrum Plus 3 disc. I believe that's a different label to mine as well. Again, I'm not sure if I showed this in the last video. I may have done. All of these games, I've changed the cases, which I think gives them an absolute brand new lease of life. So the first one up is the 5-Star Collection 3. This features, oh god, Iridium, yeah, I think I've showed this one. It's where it's really. I'll tell you what, I'll let you read the back. You can see what is featured on there. I get my reflection there. There we go. See if you can read that, and then you'll see the games on there. So again, a nice collection. I've never seen it before. Nice having a collection. This will be staying in the collection, and well chuffed to have that. Next one, not a great game. I will keep one in my collection, but it is Thunderblade. A pretty cool game in the arcades. Not so great on the Spectrum. They haven't even shown the graphics on the back there. I don't know. It's not great though. It's not great, but who knows? I might keep it. I might sell it. It's sort of decided with the collection. Now this one I am chuffed with. I don't think I've got this. But this is really nice complete condition, which is Turbo Outrun, and isn't actually too bad on it. I quite like this. So it's Turbo Outrun. Again, obviously Spectrum Plus 3 disc version. But this comes complete with a badge, which I don't think I've ever seen it with the badge before. You got marketing pamphlet. There is a big poster. I won't fold it out. And then obviously the disc itself. So I'm quite chuffed that this is fully complete, although it is quite difficult to close with everything inside. So, but yeah, really sort of chuffed to have that. So even though it probably doesn't play the best, but it's just a nice little addition to the collection. Again, I believe one of these is from pickups that I've done previously, and one of these was from this big Spectrum collection. There's two of them here, so obviously some of these will be going up for sale, which is California Games and California Games. I don't really remember it being any good on the Spectrum, but you know, California Games to me is all about on the Master System and on the Atari Lynx. Other than that, most versions aren't that great, are they? Mega Drive was all right, but the two systems that I really enjoyed was the Master System and the Atari Lynx. So we'll give it a go. We'll clean them up, and obviously we'll sell the spares. Right, next up, a game I've never seen before on disc, again, is a game called Fury. Again, never heard of this. I'm not sure if it's a light gun game. It's possibly going to be a light gun game. I'm sure I'll find out when I get to having a look at it. It's all complete in there. So it's one I've never seen before. So unknown games we like to get. Next one we'll go is Outrun. Obviously we've seen Outrun before. We've had Outrun. Played Outrun. I actually like the graphics on this, and I really do like the music on the Spectrum version. This version's pretty cool because obviously it comes with the you obviously got the instructions there. I don't think that's got a poster on the reverse side. But you've got the disc, and then you've got a tape of the actual arcade music. So that's pretty cool. It's quite nice, and a lot of them don't always come with that. So that's quite nice to have that as well. So I'm pretty sure I don't have two versions of this. So if I do, obviously I'll keep the nicest one, and I'll be selling on the spares. Right, next one is a game I do own. I was quite chuffed to have this. Trying to pick this up with the poster. It's really, really difficult. Both of mine have got the sort of better cover, I suppose you would say. I think there's a less raunchy cover available, but it's Vixen on the Plus 3 disc. Now, this can itself go for quite a bit of money. It's all in there complete. I do have 2 of these now, and this can sort of go anywhere, I would say, from between 80 to 120, and that's without the poster. So who knows what it would go for with the correct poster matching it. So I have 2 of these on the Spectrum now, and I've got 1 on the Amiga. Definitely, I might have 2 on the Amiga as well. So, like I say, we've got to go for our collection and get rid, whittle it down to just the games that we need, and we'll get rid of all the doubles, claw some cash back. Next up is The Empire Strikes Back. Obviously, again on Spectrum Plus 3 disc. Don't remember this being a great game. Actually, it looks like the first game here. I always thought this was like an isometric thing, but that actually looks like the first game. So there may be some hope in this being actually quite good. That's pretty cool. So you've got the disc here, The Empire Strikes Back. And yeah, so we'll have to have a look at this one. But again, not one you see. Oh, it's even got the little... You don't get these in there all the time. The little plastic insert to keep the disc in, which is quite cool. Yeah, a lot of times these are missing. I think my Star Wars does have that in. And now my Empire Strikes Back does as well. So it's nice to get those in such a nice and complete condition. Next up, again, one I've never seen before. Data East's Arcade Alley. Which is, I've never seen this compilation before. Like I say, Arcade Alley. Let's see which ones we know. Kung Fu Master, a great arcade game. Not so great on the Spectrum. I'd love someone to do a remake of Kung Fu Master on the Spectrum to do one and show what the Spectrum really could do with some decent programmers behind it. Again, I have another Amiga version, which is, or it's a successor, so it's supposedly the sequel to Kung Fu Master. I'll be doing a video on that coming up soon as well. Yeah, so we'll carry on with this. Sorry, getting sidetracked here. A game called Breakthrough, which I imagine is like a rip-off of Arkanoid. Last Mission, which looks like a shooter, which might be interesting. And another game called Express Raider. So, don't know too much about that. We'll do a check out video. We'll check these out, see what's what. I think we'll bring back by popular demand our infamous series, Will It, Won't It? Copied by many, but not as successful. In fact, there's plenty of other videos that have done the same sort of thing, and they're much more successful. But I like the idea of Will It, Won't It? Where we just basically clean and test games, and after 20, 30 years, will it work, won't it work? Let's bloody hope so, because we paid some real money for these games. So we'll be bringing that back, I'd imagine. Next one, the case is in shocking condition, but the game is a great game, great little conversion. A lot of people like this on the C64. I think on the C64 you're playing with a micro machine, whereas on the Spectrum the car's all big, and it is Elite Buggy Boy. And it's a great game, this on the Spectrum. Many like it on the C64. It's also very good on the Amiga. Really nice to have in a collection. Great to have it on disc. Hope it works. I think I might have a couple of discs, but never had the box. So that is always the bonus. No instructions in there. I don't know if it's supposed to come with any, but nevertheless, we've got Buggy Boy. Chuffed to have that one. This one, I believe we've got a couple of discs for this. So I've got this one, which is complete. And I've bought some random discs, picking up here and there. And this is another game which is quite hard to get. It's quite hard to get on all systems, I think. I don't think it's any good as a game. But it does have quite a cult following, which is Thundercats. And, yeah, you just don't see this every day. And like I say, to get it in a massive bundle like this, I think there was it was around 50 games in total, 40 or 50 disc games, which you just don't see, systems with that many games. I was just, I had to get the bundle. So And now we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're down to the piece de resistance, the final 4. So let's get on with it. So I've had this game before. I've sold it. Don't know if I had sort of buyer's remorse. It looks pretty naff on a HD TV because it's got some sort of like effect, but on a modern, old CRT, it's got a nice warm glow. So obviously we've got the Beast, which we'll be hitching up to the +3. So the game is Supercars on the Spectrum +3 disc again. Who knew? So again, it's in pretty nice condition. You know, chucked them all in box protectors as and where I can. Obviously, you can see the official +3 disc. So yeah, it's a game that you sort of love on the Amiga, but again, it's one you don't see every day on the Spectrum +3. I've owned it twice now, but that's the only 2 times I've seen it. So I've seen them twice and I've owned them twice, so we're not doing too bad. Next one I've never seen on +3 disc again. It's another game that you do love on the Amiga. It is Lotus Esprit. Again, it's in a box protector to keep it nice. So Lotus Esprit, you can see some pretty good nick. Pretty good nick. And again, thingy. So a quick open on this one. I've seen the disc for this before, but I've never seen it complete in the proper box. So again, lovely to have it as part of my collection, and I'll give it a go and see what we think. Remember, I think it's like in yellow and black. You got them repairing the car at the bottom. You got the screen you're driving at the top, and it looked pretty good. But obviously, it's like in monochrome yellow and black. So again, Lotus Turbo Challenge, great game. It's on the Amiga anyway. I don't know what it's going to look like on the Spectrum. We'll find out, I guess. And again, this is another game. I actually purchased this myself, and I believe I managed to pick this up for £60 to £80 when I bought it separately. And then when I got one of these in the bundle, I was quite pleased because the one I bought for £60 to £80 actually had a blown corner on it, and I was quite annoyed with that. But when I got this one through, this one was in better condition. So I've sold the one already with the blown corner, and now this one's going in my collection, and that is Impossible. Great artwork there. Quite a cool little game, cool music, and obviously the Spectrum +3 there. And let's just open it up. It's in lovely condition. Really, really nice. Like you say, all the corners are nice. Like on the one I paid good money for, one of the corners was blue, and they didn't highlight in the advert, which I think is really naughty. Any time I sell games, I point out all the problems, warts and all. If there's anything wrong with something, I'll point it out. So you got the disc there, Impossible. You got the little instructions leaflet, and some mail away thing here, which I got a feeling I might have half-inched out the other box. So mine is fully complete. So I think someone's wrote some cheats in there in pencil, which you don't mind. It's quite cool, really. It's annoying when it's in pen, but we'll just leave it in there because, you know, it adds to the sort of story of the game, doesn't it? And you never know, we might need the cheats one day. And the very last game, the piece de resistance. This, again, I've never seen on Spectrum +3 disc. I do own this on Spectrum tape. I do own this on the Amiga in this box now, of which I've picked up again not so long ago. Love this artwork. I know a lot of guys in the community really like this artwork. And to get this on +3 disc, never seen it before or after, so I've only seen this one and I own it, which is really, really cool, which is Escape from the Planet of Robot Monsters. And look at that. Let's take it out of the box. Again, put it straight in a box protector. Saves it getting damaged in my custody. So again, beautiful condition. And the Spectrum +3 logo there. And yeah, the the disc. And obviously little instructions. I love this box. You can get several, obviously the tape versions, like the same box as this, but obviously tape size, which is really, really cool. The Amiga box is the same size as this. And then I've just sold 2 of the little sort of glass shell versions on the Amiga, just to raise a bit of extra. No one needs 3 versions or 4 versions of the same game on the same system today. So that's Escape from the Planet of Robot Monsters. Really, really happy with that. So that's this massive bundle. Like I say, I've had the Spectrum recapped, repaired, all the work done on it by Mrs. Bear, Retro Repair Bear. And I'll be doing a video on that, and we'll be getting some of these games cleaned and tested. So good to see you, YouTube. Thanks very much, and cheers for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button and all the jazz. And we'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, YouTube. Cheers.